Skins.
Hey, Link.
We were joking before we started filming this. This is going to be like Then We Talk. We're sort of just having a little chat about everything that's been going on the channel.
Yep.
Some confusion with Locked and Loaded, Group Iron Man. Just any sort of confusion people have with what's going on the channel right now, and we thought we'd just sit down, have a chat with you guys, and sort of let you know through like a podcast sort of video format
And address it.
Yeah.
Let everybody know where our minds are at, because I feel like there's a big kind of misconception going around with everything and a lot of misunderstandings. So,
and without us coming out and making a video like this, I think it's very hard to get all the points. I mean, we got a little notepad here. I'm looking at all the points we sort of bullet pointing down. It's incredibly hard to get that all through, to these guys through videos when, our videos are primarily just you and me bashing each other. We don't actually talk about anything like this. Other than when we're on stream, which, we totally understand that lots of people can't watch the streams and probably haven't got this info. So that's why we're doing this. Kins, I mean, we might as well just jump straight into it. I think the best place to start is Locked and Loaded.
Yeah. And what that series, what the main function of that series was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could just hop right in. So Locked and Loaded, we thought of that at a time when we were kind of throw ourselves into this new concept to bridge the gap between whatever our piece of content was before that and would bring us right up to Group Iron Man. But then, as everyone knows, Group Iron Man was dropped way earlier than everyone expected. Yeah. Now, Group Iron Man, real quick, is an idea that Link and I have had like 3 years ago. Link, we started making like so-called Group Iron Man videos. Then we had Group Godman. So it was something that we always wanted to do. So when that came out, it was honestly a no-brainer for us to, at that point, pause Locked and Loaded and go right into the Group Iron Man.
Yeah, and as you say, we had no idea that was going to have to happen. Locked and Loaded was set up to be super long, and then suddenly, as you say, Jagex dropped, Group Iron Man's coming out in 2 weeks' time or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. And obviously we were like, shit, what the hell's going to happen to Locked and Loaded? Let's just put it on pause. Let's come up with a cool idea. And then we also get told by Jagex that these cool like content creator awards coming out. And, there was a Discord made for it, and like pretty much every content creator was in there. And we were like, shit, this is going to be massive. We have to get on the content creator world. And I mean,
as it turns out,
yeah,
I mean, it's now a joke, between the very few creators who play on it. And, I mean, you guys probably certainly know this, is that, Link and I are probably, have the most hours in that server, and like every single RuneScape content creator, plus other content creators outside of the RuneScape scene. I mean, it's a massive Discord in there. We can't really talk about it, but I don't think it's a problem saying how many people are in there.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's like every single RuneScape content creator.
There's 100
small,
plus.
Big, massive. Yeah. And then, so from our perspective, Link, we're just as shocked. We're like, how is nobody really using this? And obviously, we now had this whole idea, which I'm sure we'll get into in a second, but that kind of took us by surprise, and we didn't want to kind of start the Group Iron Man series, stop that instantly, especially after pausing Locked and Loaded when we have a passion for Group Iron Man. So that threw us in a bit of a whirlwind sort of begin with.
Yeah. And
yeah.
That's where we were like, all right, we've got the content creator servers. First of all, we have lost, guys. We will get onto that in a bit. But we were like, let's come up with a challenge. Let's do something a little bit different. Let's see what we can come up with. And so we came up with this 3-week challenge. We were told we'd have the content creator world for 21 days. That's what everyone was told. So we're like, okay, we'll come up with this 3-week challenge where me and Kins have to get all of these items, and hopefully the B's and G's will enjoy this. This will be something that, is a little bit different, but it still has that competitive element that, if we failed, which, again, we did, Rog's going skydiving, I'm getting a RuneScape tattoo, and we thought that was quite a cool little thing. 21 days, and then leagues got delayed, and we were then told by Jagex, oh, actually, it's not going to be 21 days, it's going to be way longer. So you've got the world way longer now. So then
which made us really excited.
Yeah.
Honestly, we were buzzing. We're like, oh my gosh, because this is like, I don't know, a week and a half in, probably of the 3 weeks we found out, and we were having a great time. So again, it instantly was like, oh shit, we have this Locked and Loaded, but we didn't expect to have this for more than 21 days. And again, it's a situation of like, crap, what do you do? What do we do at this point? And like, I think you're saying something there that I want to tie that up with. after. I think I cut you off. So
Um,
apologies.
to be honest, mate, no worries. But you have made me forget what I was going to say.
Oh, I'm such a bad person.
um, but
um,
effectively, I guess the general point was Locked and Loaded came. We were then told quickly about Group Iron Man. We were like, shit, let's come up with a cool idea, which I think we did. To be honest, I think it was a banging idea. Then we were told, oh no, you're gonna have the Group Iron Man content creators longer, and we're like, well, what do we do now? And then I think what you're going to go on to, Kins, is probably the comments that were on the Group Iron Man
oh yeah,
videos,
yeah.
which then made us go, fuck, like, what the hell do we do here?
So by episode 9, which I think is the last one we posted,
Mm-hmm.
there were still like I mean, I got rid of them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I didn't like ban anybody specifically, but I removed a lot. Like if I saw like 7 comments of like when are PvPs coming back, blah 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 blah. We're really enjoying this at this point, but it was very hard to justify, going on with an idea when it seemed like the community was very split. And we just want Locked and Loaded back. We don't care about this. And now we know there was a ton of people who genuinely really did enjoy it. And I honestly love you guys. I love
Mm-hmm.
everyone, but you guys are the absolute legends. But making content that people don't want to see, it's literally the most disheartening thing you can do as a creator. And Link and I aren't really ones to ever get on video and start complaining. This isn't supposed to be a complaint. We weren't ever going to do this, Link. It's only after we uploaded episode 1, and we will get to that, of this new series, did we see how, I guess, angry people
Just
have gotten at us.
yeah, before we go there, like talking about the Group Iron Man episode 9, people just going on about, oh, where the PvPs.
Mhm.
There was a lot of like, oh, who cares? It's 10 times XP. It's 5 times
Oh
drop rate.
God, yeah.
Who cares if you got this item or that item? I mean, for example, guys, Kins, you had a stat at one point. We were about 2 weeks into the challenge. I think 50% of your life had been on RuneScape playing that
Oh
account.
yeah, yeah. That
Um,
that that includes sleep
yeah,
and like going to the store, buying food, eating,
we were
and
we
all
were
that
we
stuff.
were going at it so hard. We'd never
Um,
grinded like that as content creators, and we'd never put that many hours in. Um, and a lot of
yep.
people were then commenting like, "Oh, who cares? It doesn't matter. You're not even grinding that hard." And I know from a video point of view that can be difficult when you're told it's 10 times XP and five times drop rate. But we were playing as much as other content creators were on the other, on the Group Iron Man servers, the normal ones. It was just obviously ours was a lot, quicker, so it looked like, oh, this is way
Mhm.
easier. But we were playing as much as they were. So that was a bit disheartening to be putting that many hours in, and then I've got to say to the people who came and watched the streams on Twitch, you were lovely, guys. You were like, wow, this is amazing. We're enjoying this so much. Going back to the point earlier, not everyone can watch Twitch. We get that, and we were uploading those clips so that you guys who couldn't watch the stream could catch up with what was going on. But it was pretty hard to keep going and keep grinding that hard. It was like 16-hour days trying to get all that content out and then just to upload it and have pretty
Yeah.
bad comments on it.
That 50%, that's just login time.
Mm-hmm.
That's not editing. We did a lot of the editing. I mean, Underpaid did as well, but we did a lot of the editing ourselves because he doesn't work weekends, so trying to work that out. And I mean, we were in calls just trying to plan out so many hours and stuff. And Link, I don't know if there's anything else you want to add to that, because this could segue into my next point that I have in my head right now.
Okay, I think we're good. I just don't want to leave Locked and Loaded bare. I hope we've explained everything as well as you think we can, unless you've got more points than Locked and Loaded.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get into that in just a sec.
Okay, yeah, cool.
I was just gonna address the whole sellout portion of it,
Okay,
which, to be
yeah.
fair, it wasn't a big sum of people, but just in the last series that we just posted, episode 1, there was like 6 comments that I had to get rid of that. Apparently we're now sellouts, and Jagex paid us for this group Iron Man world. Guys, why would Jagex pay somebody who already advertises their game for free twice a week, and we streamed I don't know how many hours? Why would Jagex pay us?
It's also
Doesn't make any
illegal.
sense.
It's also illegal to not let people know you're getting paid to play a game, which, as
Yeah.
we were saying, we weren't getting paid to play the Group Iron Man servers. Every decision we made was out of, oh, that's gonna be hype. That's gonna be sick. People are gonna love this. We want to get people on board. There was never a point where we were like, oh, can we sell out in some way, or can we make some more money doing this? That was
Yeah.
never the way we looked at this at all. The only reason we streamed on Twitch a lot was because we feel very locked out. We feel very locked out of the RuneScape community. We were just on YouTube. We streamed on YouTube. There were people who had no idea who we were. We very, to be honest, until the last 6 months to maybe a year, Jagex pretty much didn't invite us to anything. We never got invited to a Room Fest. We never got invited to anything to go and like play test or anything. Content creators didn't really know who we were, and we felt very left out of the whole community. And that's the reason why we were like, fuck it, let's come up with something where we can be on Twitch quite a lot. We can still make cool videos for the YouTube lot, and we can start to grow our brand outside of the YouTube. And that was pretty much why we went ahead with that. And then people are like, oh, you're selling out and shit. And it was more just we wanted to be more social. We wanted to just get out there a bit more and be able to like, have people outside of YouTube who knew who we were, maybe collab with people in the future, stuff like that. And that was the main reason we did it.
Yeah, guys, we make a ton less money on Twitch. I'm not gonna talk about numbers or anything, but it's a lot less. This isn't even a money decision. So when we take a huge revenue cut to try to push the channels in a way that we think could benefit us in the long term, and then all this stuff happens, and then people make these comments, it definitely doesn't feel the greatest.
But you did say it was a very small minority. It is. It's hardly anyone. But we needed to mention it for sure.
Again, there's like 6 comments, Link. But yeah, it's still the minority. But we felt like we had to say it. We're already doing it. We're already letting it out. So, Link. Let's now bring it back to Locked and Loaded. I guess because towards the end of the group Iron Man, a lot of people, I guess, wanted that whole wrap up of that group iron, and as you said, we still got the forfeits that we have to do. Look, we probably could have been a little bit better. We probably should have had another video out that said like, hey, look guys, we lost. But I guess that does tie back into the whole, like, every time we uploaded it, it just seemed like it was less and less views. People were just becoming more disinterested in what we had to do. And yeah,
on top of that, I do genuinely feel like when we do our forfeits, because obviously they're still tied in with the series, when you go skydiving, which I can't fucking wait for, and I get a RuneScape tattoo, we will explain that, we lost the series and etc, etc. But unfortunately, with COVID and stuff, I'm still waiting to get my second vaccine so I can go over to America. Kins is going to come over to the UK as well, because we both want to film the perspectives of like the 24 hours or the 48 hours before and the event. So obviously I'll have a camera in Kins' face, just taunting him about how he's going skydiving. He'll do the same to me when I'm getting my tattoo. So there will be a little wrap up, talking about, the series and how it went. But they'll both be going up on our channels. I'm sure you'll be uploading skydiving. I'll be uploading the RuneScape one, the tattoo on mine. So you will get a little tie in there, and you'll be able to see sort of like how we feel about that series and stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm cool to move on from there if you want to go on to the next one.
I guess now we should clear up why we didn't jump back on the whole Locked and Loaded again after we decided that Group Iron Man wasn't working. So this, I'll start us off here, Link. There's a few points we can make, but I guess to start us off is, Jagex hosted Special Worlds isn't something that comes around very often. And again, when we started the whole Group Iron Man thing, it was a case of like, oh, dude, this is sick. The amount of ideas and the PvP challenges and the amount of high-end PvP challenges that we can do where drops are more common, so we can actually go kill things like God War's Dungeon and maybe do raids in a PvP. And so it's not just getting Addy and then beating each other to death with an Addy scimitar and like magic short bows and stuff. So, we feel like we felt like we had to try to capitalize on these worlds as much as possible. And that definitely played into why we didn't do it. Also, not uploading a series for well over a month at this point, you lose a lot of momentum, and that momentum's very hard to gain back.
Not just that as well, dude. I mean, we uploaded other videos in that time as well. Like, if we'd done Locked and Loaded episode, I think it was 8 we got to, and then there was nothing on the channels, then I would have been like, okay, yeah, we could probably upload Locked and Loaded episode 9, it'll be fine. It's only been a month in between the last video, but there've been, 4, 5, 6 7, 8, 9. Did you say 9
I
videos?
think it's 9.
9
Might
videos
be
of a
8,
different
might be 10.
series.
It's like 9-ish.
And in 4 years of doing YouTube, I know what that would do to not just the video view wise, but just momentum wise. How YouTube would put that out would be horrendous. If you look at anyone's channels, episode 1 of a series always does better. Even if they're like their base views are, let's say, like 40k, 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 then if they upload like episode 1 of a certain series, it'll be like 60, 70k. And that works the other way, that when you take time out of it, upload other videos, and then upload episode 9 of a series or something, it's just going to do horrendously. And
Yeah.
and on top of that, with Locked and Loaded, we originally were more than happy to put the hours in that it would have taken to get the episodes out, and they would have taken some time later on down the road. They would have started to be pretty grindy, and you guys wouldn't be getting videos for weeks on end because we had to get another one out. If we'd had the momentum of the series, but it feels like a very bad business decision, and it is a business decision. At the end, this is our full-time jobs, to be putting that many hours into a series that's lost all its momentum. And, you know, I can appreciate there's a lot of people who want to see the end of that, and they want to see us finish it. And I do acknowledge there's a lot of comments saying it, but in the long term and the overall view count, it's hardly anything in terms of people who actually want it back that badly.
Plus, I want to reiterate that this wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Just to tie it all together, we didn't make this series with the intent of, oh yeah, fuck it, we're not gonna finish it. It goes back to the whole group Iron Man thing, and then after we did that grind, it was a case of like, okay, what's next?
Well,
and
you made sorry, because I think the point you
Mhm.
made before was perfect. Before we actually jumped on recording, the amount
What
of
did I say?
series we've done, the amount of series,
Nice. Oh yeah, okay.
the amount of series we've done, the amount of PvPs we've done, we've always gone out to finish them. Always. There was no way that I'd hope that you guys would believe that we were like, fuck it, we'll just make 8 episodes of Locked and Load and then we'll kill it. Like, that's not how we do things with the PvPs, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Link, we probably like between seasons and mini series we probably have about 12. Then we have like 150 solo PvPs.
Mm-hmm.
And then we look, admittedly, we kind of fucked up on this one a little bit, fair enough. But then you see comments like, "Oh, are you guys gonna now finish this series?" Like, I don't know. I mean, if you've watched us for more than a month, you'll know this is very unlike us.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't like playing the blame game at all, because I believe in taking responsibility, but I do think we were a little shafted with the whole.
I think we were judged. We were judged on Locked and Loaded for our next 2 series with the group Iron Man, and now this new series that came out. I feel like we're being judged on Locked and Loaded, and not the, as you say, 11 or 12 series we've done previously of the mini series, the long series, the solo PvPs. So, you know, we get that. We get that, you know, you sit and watch 8, 9 episodes, or 8, I think it was, of Locked and Loaded, and there were so many of you who were into it. And at the end of the day, this is all coming from a place of you guys enjoying the content, which, you know, we still massively appreciate it. Like, if you hated the content, you wouldn't be like, where's Locked and Loaded? You know, obviously you're enjoying what we came up with. But unfortunately, just with the logistics of how YouTube works and the hours it would go in to trying to save that series almost, and realistically I think it'd be a very, very very low probability that we do save that series and bring it back into where we'd want it to be. It's just not worth it, and we thought we'd come up with a pretty good compromise with what we're uploading now, Kins. Between the two, I know you're quite passionate about how this was sort of a tie-in of the two things.
Yeah, so I mean, we felt a little lost, admittedly, because we just got bashed on for the series that we were doing.
We thought leagues would be here at this point.
yeah, okay, yeah, that's beside the point.
Yeah.
And it was a case of like, how do we kind of tie those two together? Because let's say we did do Locked and Loaded, the group Iron Man people would still be mad at us. And honestly, I feel like we're now in a decision where no matter what we do, somebody gets let down. Even if we did the whole Locked and Loaded, people would be like, "Oh, you guys aren't uploading videos fast enough." So we've accepted that already, but we're like, okay, Link, what do we do next? Let's kind of combine the two together. The group Iron Man feels, the multiple XP rates, the lock chunk, the super locked chunk. I mean, I know it's times 10 XP, but the fact that it is an extreme locked chunk, it shows that it's different content. So we were really excited about it, and then we upload it, and it's like every single comment is just where's locked and loaded. And well, I'm not gonna get into that again because we just kind of discussed all of that, but so yeah, I mean, take it away, Link. I don't know what to say.
I think what you're trying to get at is like, we feel like we've done a good job at coming up with something else. You know, with these 10 times worlds, it allows us to be able to do new things that we don't normally do. It throws the whole dragon scimitar rune crossbow meta out as well. The fact that we can't just jump to the chunks we need to do. It's got the locked and loaded feel. It's got the accelerated feel as well, which allows us to, as I say, change up what we normally do, because usually it's just, you know, start as level 3s, get to Addy, get to Rune, get to Barrows, and then it's done, you know. So it ties everything that we felt that you guys would enjoy, and we just hope that you'll give it a chance, you know, actually watch it and give it a chance and go, okay, fair, like it is pretty decent. We're both very proud of it. If you do want to watch us actually planning the series, there is a video up on Then We Fight, which I will put a link to in the description as well, where it's about 45 minutes long of me and Kins just talking about how we planned this series and stuff. So yeah, if you do want to sort of see what goes into the back end of coming up with something like that, then you can.
And he'll link episode 1 too down there.
There you go. Yeah, I will link episode 1 and 2. Yeah, so I think that is about it in terms of what we felt was going on. I know effectively, guys, we thought leagues would come out before Group Iron Man, like the whole fucking, you know, community did, because that would make a lot more sense to come out with a temporary
and not
game
in
mode.
Yeah, we were expecting November release, Group Iron Man after.
So we thought locked and loaded until, you know, little longer, whatever. Then we get leagues over Christmas. We do leagues, and then we go into a long Group Iron Man. Then we fight series. But unfortunately, it didn't play out that way. And we were pretty much almost certain on that. But we've learned our lessons not to bank on certain content coming out in certain times, and you know, we grow from that, Kins. We grow from that.
We move on.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Hopefully we didn't sound bitter or anything. We're two very happy folks still. Appreciate you guys massively.
Also, just laughing at how long it's taken us to do this. This is nearly a 25-minute long video, Kins, and you were like, "We'll get it done in 10."
Oh, yeah.
You guys know us. We don't do short videos. We don't do short videos.
This is a podcast, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people say they'd love to sort of get our insights on the back end, how we're feeling, stuff like that. So I mean, if you did enjoy this, let us know. Maybe we can look into just sort of talking more, because we'd love to be as vocal with you guys as possible and get as many points across and let you guys know what we're thinking. Because I mean, usually we do it with community tab skins, but let's be honest.
I've realized that you guys don't like reading community tabs.
Yeah, it would take about 3 million community tabs to explain what we've just explained in 25 minutes. So
yeah. Guys, feel free to leave comments down below. I'm gonna read, or I'll try to comment as in a reply to you guys.
Yeah, if they're constructive, positively, negatively, then yeah, I'm more than happy to reply to them. If you've got something that you feel we didn't mention, you'd like an explanation on, this is the place to do it, guys. This is the place to do it. And we'll try and get to pretty much everything as long as it is constructive. Kins,
exactly.
I'm done there, mate.
Yeah, that wraps us up. One take, Link. We did it. We did it one take.
Yes. We wanted one take, guys.
Yeah.
You know, I think it seems a bit shit if you're just like jump cutting. Like, what were they saying there? You know, what did they say there?
Kin says something stupid, then a new conspiracy starts. You know, oh no.
At least you didn't say anything sexual, mate. You got away with it, so you're good. You're good. P's and G's. Thank you so much for watching this. If you did get to the end of the video, drop I don't know, sexual.
Make him say something.
Sexual Kins. Actually, that'll probably get banned, won't it? That'll get auto-banned by YouTube.
Make a sexual innuendo without making it sexual.
Nice.
Like eggplant, you know? Long eggplant.
Nice.
Along those lines.
A long eggplant. Everyone's going to write that now.
Come up with your own.
Yeah. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. And yeah. Oh, I'm also live. If you're watching this on the day it comes out, I'm probably live on YouTube. So see you there as well. Bye.
Bye.
It's weird doing a bye when people can see you.
Yeah, dude, I feel like I had to do like laser like eye contact.